so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 to 2. Okay, so that takes us to the original motion. Well, I guess that's motion to amend, so we don't have another motion.
You have to.
Okay, so when we vote on that, it's now as amended.
Yeah, okay.
So all in favor of the original motion as amended? Say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
5-1. Thank you.
So just to clarify, this wasn't the benefit of business, that my position, it was to benefit the community. And the Buffalo bike situation that I just mentioned was because we are going in the correct direction as far as transportation with that, and it's not about parking on the street.
I think you guys are talking to each other, Of course we are, that's what we're doing.
No, I had nothing bad against him, but I do hope something can be done to try to resolve now with even more.
We can use your help in that too.
Yeah.
You guys can help provide some parking for the village as
You know,
well.
I'm got business out of town, I'm here. Just give me proper notice and make sure I know about it and I will
Right.
be here to
But
fight for my
please work
clients
with the
every
neighboring
time.
businesses
Okay.
with parking lots to
Yeah.
see what you guys can do as well, because that helps all of you and all of us.
I'm aware of that.
Thank you for participating. That takes us to the next item on the agenda. We're still in
Should we take a
Public
bio
Works.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bio break.
Oh, please, this is gonna be quick.
Yeah, let's do this one right here. and we'll finish up, Jake. Public Works, yeah. So, consideration of memorandum of understanding with City of Milwaukee for participation in high-impact savings program, which is something similar we did, was it last year? I think last year.
2 years.
It was 2 years? Okay.
So this came before the Public Works Committee. And once again, the village of Shorewood can piggyback on the paving program, the high impact paving program undertaken in the city of Milwaukee, which provides a substantial savings in our per unit cost. We have budgeted $175,000 for this project. It appears we may be able to get the repaving done for $150,000. The committee talked a little bit about what happens with the $25,000 freed up, but that really wasn't before us at the time. The motion is really to authorize the execution of memorandum of understanding. So I'd make a motion to authorize and to execute a memorandum of understanding with the city of Milwaukee for the high impact program 2 asphalt overlay.
Second.
Discussion?
Just one other comment in committee, that there was discussion about what can be done with state transportation aids. I know there was a memo from the chief in here proposing one use for that $25,000. The answer that I received was you can roll it over into the next year, so you don't lose the money if you don't use it. So you can use it in the next budget season, or you can allocate it to other, really most anything. One thing mentioned was alleys. So when we do have that discussion at some point, if we do, there is other options. They just weren't in the memo.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion?
Yeah, the chief had given us the memo. It's not on our agenda. Were you thinking of piggybacking on this program, or?
There's a couple of options. I think Leanne and I just discussed it as one possible option to discuss in the future.
Okay.
We do have money allocated for the bottom portion of that, of the parking lot per se in front of the Sally Port.
Right.
It makes a little bit of sense to, if you're gonna do that, to do it all, but I have the money to do the worst part if you drive by is the bottom portion, which I have in the budget to handle. I just don't have in the budget to rework that top. We talked about kind of,
This is to the south of the building.
that is correct, on the south side, it's gonna be the main entrance for our squads and eventually for the parking into the building.
Some of those are close to sinkholes right now.
Yeah, So but we're gonna get that part of it fixed, but we talked about regrading that, not making it so steep. So that's where some of those extra costs came in. That's, was in the plan for the phase 2, and we can certainly kick that can down the street for phase 2. It was just an idea that we brought up, but, don't want to do it now and save it, that's fine. We'll do what we need to do to get it working for us, but we just thought it made fiscal sense to do it all at one time, but that's for a later discussion.
I had a question. I went back to the budget and also our long-range financial plan for 2017, and I didn't see any specifics, unless I missed it, about what the plan was when we adopted the budget as to which roads were going to be maintained. So did we specify that at budget time or no?
I believe there was at least an area was addressed, that we said that the program for this year would be in the northwest area.
I think we talked about Marlboro. I remember Marlboro discussing that.
But as I noted in the memo, to participate in this program with the city and achieve these budget efficiencies and prices, it has to be a very tight, very compact program. So you can see from the illustration that I included, everything to the west of Woodburn that is a 3 or a 4, with that exception of the very small part of Idlewild that dumps onto Wilson, will cover this year with this program. And that, the pavement management plan does state that anything under a 5 would be a candidate for the mill and overlay project.
Trustee Rosa?
I'm sorry, we've participated in this program before, I think, is
In
that
2015.
right? And so, were you aware during the budget that we would potentially participate again, or is this, did it just come
Yeah,
up?
it stated that in the budget document.
And then they were, that's the next one, thank you.
So we're committed to Idlewild? Because that road is like gravel.
No, what I would recommend, we have budget capacity to do that area where Glendale and Idlewild come together and then dump onto Wilson. I would recommend not doing that area because I'm certain there will be some geometric changes to that intersection when Wilson Drive is re-engineered and reconstructed. So any money you put into that right now, you'll remove that pavement in 8 months.
Okay. All right.
So I just want to mention too that we're going to have alley reconstruction. This is for this summer, correct?
This program, they'll be in and out in less than 48 hours.
Well, okay, I remember Marvin, okay. So
If it goes the way it went last.
So we won't have
No.
months and months of
No.
construction and
No,
people screaming.
no, this is you
Great.
blinked and you missed it.
Thank you.
Okay.
The only other thing I mentioned, when you're studying your strategic initiatives about efforts to consolidate and share services and all that, it would be great. I would like a listing of all the types of things we participated in for public works like this.
This is it.
This is it? Because I was like, oh, this is great, I have a
No.
big star, like,
And-
great, what
and
else can we do?
Quite honestly, this is probably the limit of what you can do from a public construction standpoint, because specs vary differently in municipalities. And, well, I mean,
Current specs, right?
current specs, there are a number of reasons, and I won't go into them tonight, but I'd be happy to put those together when we have that discussion. But we have experimented with that in the past with North Shore communities and joint bidding of projects, and it is a great concept. In reality, it's more difficult than you would think it should be.
Okay. Call the question. We have a motion second. All in favor of the motion stated, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Now we'll do a